What's going on? I thought I'd make a little video of my attempt at rattle canning this front bumper, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, like, I'm completely shook at how good this came out. Like, I have no previous experience painting whatsoever, but damn, like, I am so happy with how this turned out, guys. Sorry if this camera isn't really doing a good job at focusing, but I'm trying to show you, like, there's no runs, there's no like blotches or anything like that. It's completely uniform all throughout, no streaking, none of that. So basically what I used was this Duplicolor Perfect Match, and paint code is B95P, the Electron Blue Pearl. My phone would go off right now. But yeah, like I was saying, I use this stuff here, Perfect Match. I'll start from the beginning at the whole process. So I sanded the bumper down to bare plastic, cleaned it, and then I primed it. I got this stuff here. So I used about 3 coats of this filler primer, and I did 3 coats of that, you know, sanded it down, cleaned it, went ahead, sprayed it again, because there's actually like a bunch of little fine scratches all throughout the bumper, and that primer did a really good job at filling that in. And so yeah, once I got done with the primer, I went ahead and got the Duplicolor, and I did about 3 to 4 coats of the Duplicolor. And yeah, this is how it turned out. Sorry the lighting isn't good at all. I have not the best lighting situation over here, but yeah, like, it came out really freaking good. Like I said, I don't know the first thing about painting, but I'll tell you what, if I can do this, then anyone can. You know, I just went on YouTube and I just watched a bunch of like how-to videos, and basically I wanted to see how good of a paint job I could get with just a rattle can. At first I thought I was gonna go ahead and use like a spray gun and compressor, but I was like, I'll, you know, go the relatively inexpensive route, get a few cans of that, and this is how it turned out. I do plan on clearing it. I picked up some of this 2K clear glamour clear coat, and this is the stuff. This has a hardener in it, so it's gonna help protect the paint in the long run, but it's already pretty shiny, so I'm looking forward to see how it looks after I'm gonna do about 3 coats of that 2K clear coat, and it's probably gonna look like stupid nice. So this is basically the color I'm trying to paint match here, and I would say, guys, that is pretty freaking spot on. Like, damn, I'm not even trying to gloat now. I'm just super happy at like how this turned out, because I was expecting it to come out a lot worse. Like, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have like tiger stripes in here and gonna have blotches and paint running down, but no. Actually, the way I was spraying was I would do it kind of like section by section, kind of about 10 to 12 inches away from the surface, kind of like in a sweeping motion, and then I'd move on here, and then come back, do this, and then, you know, kind of go back and forth from bottom sweeping upwards to the top. And then I wait maybe 5 minutes in between coats. I don't know if that's appropriate time, but hey, it worked. And yeah, that came out so nice. All right, so I'm gonna hit it with the 2K real quick. I'm gonna do the 3 coats, and then I'll come back and show you guys how it looks. All right. All right, so we're back. Okay, I don't have the clear with me right now, but basically I just did 3 coats of the 2K high gloss clear coat, and it definitely looks a lot shinier now. Like, it was shiny before I sprayed the clear coat, but now it really has a nice, like, kind of like glisten to it. Yeah, I'm still I'm still like stoked off of how this turned out. You know, I apologize again for the lighting. It's not the greatest in here, but I'm really looking forward to getting it back on the car and then seeing how well it actually matched up with the paint. Again, this is the car here that I'm actually trying to match. It's the Electron Blue Pearl, and in the previous clip I mentioned that I used the Duplicolor Perfect Match, and I seriously think it's safe to say that, sorry, so much clutter, but this is close, if not a perfect match. I'm not done yet with this. Like I said before, I'm gonna let it cure for like a few days. I'm gonna wet sand it down with a really fine grit, probably like 1500 grit sandpaper, and then I'm gonna use a polishing compound. I'm gonna go ahead and buff it out to get that nice mirror finish, and I am so excited to see like the final result of this. Like, yeah, tons of orange peel, but that will be taken care of probably early next week. I'll have an update to how this turned out. Like, this lighting in here is not doing it justice. Like, the camera is really not picking it up as well as it looks in person, but dang, I'm so stoked. So basically, after the front bumper, I have this over here, the rear bumper, that you know, originally I was gonna paint the rear bumper on the car. As you can see, I did a real janky job at kind of, what do you call that, taping and covering everything up. But now, after seeing the result of how I painted this, and it's a pretty good setup. I'm not like bending down and everything. I'm just, you know, standing regular, and I'm just going ahead and painting this way versus if I were to paint the bumper on the car. I'm gonna be down in an uncomfortable position. I'm gonna be up against that wall painting the other side, and chances are I'm not gonna do as good of a job as I did, or as I would, if that bumper was up here. So I think what I'm gonna do tomorrow is I'm gonna go, it's easy, you know, it's just a matter of dropping the back hatch, and then there's 2 screws behind the rear wheels, one on both sides, and I'm gonna go ahead and just take that off and then put it up here and prep it same way I prepped this bumper here. And yeah, then that will be it really. I'll probably crunch that out tomorrow get it to this point, you know. And then again, probably early next week, I'm gonna go ahead and wet sand and buff, or cut and buff as they say. But yeah, it'll be nice to have the car all one solid color. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Big plans for it. But I just kind of wanted to bring you along on this little DIY, do-it-yourself rattle can paint job. Boom, right here. Duplicolor perfect match. It's good stuff. It really is. I'm just gonna come out and say it, if you take your time and be patient and prep, like, I can't stress enough the importance of prepping whatever you're painting. You know, getting it down to, in my case, the bare plastic, going through the motions, cleaning it, making sure that surface is completely clean of any debris, contaminants, hitting it with the primer, you know, I didn't have to really do any repairs on this. Like, the bumper is pretty much immaculate. I mean, aside from something like that, you know, but that's not bothering me much. But like, there's no dents, there's no like gouges in it, so I didn't have to do any like filler, plastic filler, Bondo, whatever work. It was just a matter of, you know, just cleaning it, sanding it down to the plastic, cleaning it, priming it, you know. And again, I used that this stuff here, that filler primer, so whatever fine scratches that were on the bumper, this did a good job at filling it in. I did 3 coats of that, got it down smooth, like it was smooth. And then boom, 3 coats of that Duplicolor, and then 2 to 3 coats of that 2K clear coat, and this is the end result. Sorry, I'm kind of loopy. I've got the paint fumes are getting to me right now. I'm doing this at like 10 p.m. at night. Probably not the best time to painting car parts, but it is what it is. Sorry again, this is cluttered in here, but it's what I'm working with. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to take y'all along, show you the progress of it, and I'll probably do an update video next week after I get everything cut and buffed, and yeah, we'll see the final stage of this do-it-yourself project. Thanks for tuning in.